Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the 2025 KungFu Cup #1 Warcraft 3 Evolution. A very unique tournament which does feature a mod bringing together Warcraft 3 and StarCraft. Let's go. Let us go. We are jumping into the semi-finals as we have reached our top 4. We have MaxPax, LawLiet, Young Yakov, and Maxed. And we're here to find out which of these 4 players will advance on to the grand finals. Let's go. Let us go. We have been seeing a lot of human matchups. Basically, every player has been playing human when it comes to the Warcraft 3 races. I'm hoping to see a little bit more variety, but at least we're able to get a better idea of how these races interact and how they work against each other. Again, it is still a bit of a learning process for myself as well. Definitely, as this is the first time I'm jumping into this, and yeah, this really caught us off guard. For those that are curious, the SE Boy admin team, just out of nowhere, they announced that hey, they wanted to delve into this mod. They wanted to run some tournaments and support the progress of the mod and the development of the mod as well, which is really interesting to me. Just because, yeah, I guess Warcraft 3 is near and dear to their hearts in a way. Warcraft 3 was pretty big in China, maybe still is, but I know it was really big at the time. I know they did sponsor, of course, a lot of events, and we saw a lot of players like Rotterdam and Harsa back in the day traveling abroad, traveling to China to compete. So yeah, I'm sure it is definitely something that a lot of these old school players do have quite fond memories of. And I mean, that's why I'm sure we see Maxed. I can't wait to cast him once again after years. It's been a long time. Been a long time since Maxed did retire, so happy to see him once again. We'll get there though. For now, we're jumping into something that I was not expecting: MaxPax versus LawLiet. I'm a little bit in shock. I don't know if MaxPax has much history with this mod. I was surprised to see him sign up. It's not like MaxPax has been playing in StarCraft Evolution. Not at all. He doesn't play in the SEL, but he apparently plays in this. So, okay, you have my attention. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm excited to see how MaxPax compares in something that isn't StarCraft 2. We go. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Amygdala, we have the Danish Protoss player representing Snidestorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Korean player, the Red Human. For Phantom Aces, it is LawLiet. Here we go. And once again, due to our Warcraft 3 race getting involved, the center of the map is going to be a lot more available here. It's going to be a lot more open already, so we can gain access to the center of the map. Likewise, the human player should be gaining map control early on, and we'll see how MaxPax can handle this. Again, we haven't really seen much Protoss yet in this matchup or in this tournament. We saw Harson play it once and only once, so we'll see how MaxPax can adapt. Likewise, we've had, yeah, some more one-sided series so far. At least the previous one did go to the ace match. True. Did go to the ace. And every game so far, we haven't really seen too much variety here when it comes to how LawLiet has been approaching these matchups. I think that's what I find, do I want to say interesting or maybe a little bit disappointing? I know that depending on the matchups in Warcraft 3, you do want to adjust your playstyle and adjust your build. You know, adjust your starting hero and your approach, of course, in each matchup, whether you're up against, you know, orcs, up against undead, up against night elves, up against human, in a mirror matchup. But here so far, regardless of whether it's Zerg, Protoss, or Terran, it has been more or less the same, at least so far. I mean, sure, Shout says he did mix it up, but I mean, he went for more of a cheese anyway. Oh, the neutral creeps say leave the pro-build alone. Okay. Okay, you have my attention. For now, double gas opener, we have a gate into Cybercore, Zealot first out of MaxPax, being very safe. And we'll see if he plans some shenanigans here as the probe is being left towards the left-hand side. Stargate opener out of MaxPax, going for the safety. Shield battery on the high ground as well. This is an interesting opener here, especially considering that, of course, I would imagine our human player is going to be focusing a little more on creeping, more so than pushing out early on. Rifleman is revealed. MaxPax more or less aware of the build or the army composition here of his opponent, as the blacksmith is done. Likewise, the first paladin has arrived. Also, during the break, I did look up, and the for some reason I thought it was a Tinkerer. It was the Alchemist. That's it. The Alchemist was the neutral hero that LawLiet has been embracing. I mean, I say LawLiet, all the human players really, except for Chasse. Every time, este Chasse. So if I get a bit of NG, +3 strength. Back at home, we do see a MaxPax opening up Oracle. And we'll see what harassing damage you can get done. True, I mean, harassing early on with Oracles sounds quite effective considering we have limited anti-air to begin with. So there's potential for damage. As LawLiet, he continues his creeping. Clearing up the Drain Knight camp. Oracle moves out. And ideally gets by undetected. So far, spots the army. They'll spot it. Remains of Intended. Sentry Ward's going to be gotten here by the Paladin. Going for the Stasis. Oh no! Oh my god, massive connection! And getting almost every single worker. Very nicely done here by MaxPax. And alas, LawLiet does not react in time. Does run away. But this does make sense. I was about to say that something to bear in mind is that these units are very tanky. So if we activate the Pulsar Beam, most likely, I mean, MaxPax might not even kill a single worker. But the Stasis, I mean, that's different. HP doesn't matter. Gets Revelation. MaxPax pulling away. Likewise, back at him going for a safety Void Ray. Let's go. Taking up into Blink. Setting up back at him with extra shield batteries. And here it comes LawLiet. Going for a very early move out. What do we have to work with? We have the Paladin. We have a handful of Marksmen or Riflemen. Three in total. Jesus. Stasis is set. Does he notice? He doesn't. Ooh, Stasis goes off. Massive pickoff. And LawLiet has to get the hell out. Oh, Stasis it barely lost here on the hero. Never mind. True. Heroes that have certain protection for themselves, and that only lasted a couple of seconds. Okay. Yo, you can intentionally bait out and break through like fields of stasis traps? No shot. Okay, I see you. Meanwhile, Oracle dives back in. Hits the main, going for another stasis, at least threatening a stasis trap. Jesus, taking a lot of damage. Force back. Getting to the center tavern, show us that Alchemist. There it is, Alchemist has arrived. Now, the way the Alchemist works is it is a neutral hero, has limited kind of spells that it can learn, but as we saw, is one of the few heroes that can actually heal, which is what we've been seeing quite a lot of so far. Who actually gets the Acid Bomb instead. Boom, gets thrown down. Gonna be damage over time. Shield Battery is helping. Nice forces locking down the heroes. Oh my god. Clutch Heal. Clutch Heal here out of LawLiet, saves the Alchemist, but will lose. Oh, never mind. Rifleman does survive. Whew. Does may survive. Force Fields do miss. But there we go. The first Rifleman finally goes down. Didn't quite connect with those Force Fields. Turns back around. That's still a lot of Stalkers though. There's another Acid Bomb. As is being forced back, there's a teleport, and oh no, he doesn't save it! The Alchemist goes down. So nice pick up here from MaxPax. Likewise, LawLiet rallying into neutral camps. And MaxPax holds. He does hold. Does kill the Alchemist. Something interesting here is that even though the Alchemist was bought at the Central Tavern, it can actually be rebuilt at the altar. Let's go. It's being rebuilt. MaxPax, he holds. I guess that's another thing to bear in mind here is that heroes, sure, they can break through stasis traps that much faster, but force fields are still, something that can lock them down. And MaxPax had potential with. Likewise, moving out. Again, being left alone by the creeps. The hero is still very low. And how many Stalkers do we have? So far, we have the Concave, Guardian Shield as well. Alchemist has arrived. So far, still just has the Acid Bomb, still level 1. Up, bomb goes up. Softens up the army. Has third base on the way. MaxPax getting a third. Has gone into DTs. Stasis has arrived. Oh! Once again, the one a hero. Does get wasted. DT's waddling in. Do we have any detection? So far, no. There is no detection. There is no sentry ward either. DT zoning the army away. Yeah, we have the rider in production. But it might just be too late. The invisible man. Oh no! Happens in SC2. There we go. There's a sentry ward. Ward gets thrown down. Another acid bomb. And with that LawLiet, he's holding. Does hold on. Oh! Clutch heal. Alchemist tanks. And yeah, I was curious, but now that we can click on it, the flying machine is a detector. And likewise, if I recall correctly, I don't think he can shoot down. Oh, can he shoot down? I think so. Maybe. I might be confusing that with the Griffin, right? Where the Griffin can't attack down unless you actually like get a marksman or a rifleman on it, or like another unit on it, even. No, sorry. Am I thinking of the Hippogriff? That's it. That's the Hippogriff. That's now another acid bomb. Let's go. Well, yeah, forcing MaxPax back. Stalker's taking a lot of hits, a lot of damage. Yo, shout to Jade off in the chat. Oh, the Miss Rally. Be careful. Sakrafty looking good. Copia. But thank you so much for the subscription. 38 months, Baffy. Oh my god. 38 months in a row. That's a lot of months. Thank you, as always. Much appreciated. From here, clearing up the creeps. MaxPax getting a fourth. Maintaining his army, still sticking with a very gateway heavy composition. There's no finesse here, there's no immortals, there's no colossus, no disruptor, just pure mass blink stalker into eventually charge lots. Stasis goes off. There's a healing spray. Pushing on forward. Okay, not bad. And with the heals, we are maintaining ourselves. Mate, the Alchemist, he's carrying. Like, he is the tank. Well, he holds the line. MaxPax being forced further back. Charge is now done. +2 is on the way. We have Blink for those DTs. Yo, you can destroy items. Okay, I did not know that. Okay. You can snipe items. Interesting. Likewise, of course, you can deny creep in a very different way, but yeah, clearing creep, destroying items as well. True. There's value being active like this. You know, LawLiet establishing his natural. He was on one base this entire time, now getting a second. Max just getting ready for multi-prone. Setting up two armies. Oh, and as LawLiet moves out, MaxPax is moving in. Yeah, it does hit the natural. LawLiet racing back home. Ooh. Once again, does land a massive acid bomb. Covers every single unit. Dude, the splash damage is crazy. The radius of the splash damage, I should say. Okay, gonna be forced back. MaxPax forced the blink away. Doesn't lose many stalkers. But do we get softened up? Do we get softened up here? Oh no! Well, yeah, just scouting. Oh, the acid bomb does connect. Again, it's almost like a plague. Almost. I mean, not as powerful, of course. But does soften up the stalkers. Likewise, drop coming towards the natural. Once again, going for a massive zealot counterattack. Does attempt to. Zelts in the natural, Zelts into the main. Does force a teleport. Yeah, Town Scroll was just used. And while LawLiet's being kept busy, here comes the main army. And again, that's a lot of stalkers. Push through. Nice force field, zoning away all the riflemen. And they are zoned back. No way to break this. And now we just focus on the heroes, focus on the paladin, focus on the alchemist. They're going to be targeted down. There's no saving them. Oof. And they're going to fall one after the other. And I say that alchemist does survive. True. Does survive. Another acid bomb. Zealots are cleaned up. But no mining in the main. So far they're holding the line. There's the healing spray. Let's go. So far we're holding on. Our last MaxPax just reinforces. Just a massive wave of zealots. And he should overwhelm. We have disruptors on the way behind this. Despite how tanky these units are, there's only so much sustain and so much healing as well. As the alchemist is out of mana. He's out of mana. He's doomed. Oh no. Shredder goes down. And so will the natural. Yeah, there's no saving this. Oh, teleporting it. Let's go. Does teleport in. The offensive recall. Despite that, though, there's still the immortal alongside this. Jesus. The heal putting in a lot of work. A lot of work, Bappy. Oh my god, and LawLiet, he holds. This army's crazy. There he goes up. Ooh. Doesn't quite connect. Mate. LawLiet, he does hold on. He somehow saves the expansion. He saves the natural. Oh my god. And MaxPax, he lost a lot in that fight, by the way. He lost most of his stalkers. Down to only 3. Unlike 13. Down to 3 stalkers. Does save his immortal. He's massing up disruptors. I'm very curious to see how much damage these Novas do. Like, how tanky are these units? Show us, Pappy. Show us. Land those Novas. How many Novas does it take to kill, like, a rifleman? They've got over 500 HP. It's crazy. It's insane. Does it take 5 Novas to kill a rifleman? No shot. I mean, it would make sense, right? Just because, like, there's no like blink. There's like limited micro potential here with the unit. Like, yeah, 535. Jesus. Nova goes up. Will connect. Yeah. Takes 5. Technically takes 6. Takes 6 Novas. That's crazy. Like, I don't even think an Ultra survives 6 Novas, right? Like, an Ultra does not survive 6 Purification Novas. I could be wrong. Acid Bomb goes off. Mate. It's just, visually, it's crazy to see. Mate, they just take the Novas to the face. Don't even matter. Doesn't even matter, mate. 6 Novas to kill a full HP rifleman. We take it to the face, baby. Let's go. Oh my god. Are they getting something up there? 3 Novas connect. True. It's 3 Novas connecting. This mod needs tuning. I should emphasize as I say that, like I'm laughing because like I'm just, as an SC2 caster and like enjoyer, it's crazy seeing so many Novas connect, but it's necessary because like riflemen don't have blink, right? There's limited counter micro against a Nova. Like, the Nova is going to connect, unlike in SC2 where you can stim away or you can blink away and you can avoid Novas. There's less potential for that here. There's no like War Prism micro, for example. So like these units have to be tanky because they're going to take them to the face. Like, they're not going to avoid them is the thing. So like I should emphasize that this is for balance, like for balance purposes. Whereas if these were Marines, or if this, like, for Marines, you can like stim in or stim away, right? Or you can like medevac pick up micro. Like there's no medevacs here, there's no War Prism here, right? Like this is for balance purposes. It's just funny to look at. Cause we know how powerful a Nova's meant to be. And mate, we just take him to the face. Meanwhile, Mothership has arrived, diving on the Alchemist. The other 3 Novas, let's go! 3 Novas, they do collider. There we go, finally! The Riflemen go down. It took 5 of those Novas. Let's go! And the natural has been broken. Breaks through the natural. LawLiet stuck on 1 base. Yo, we got the Griffin Riders. for the first time. And from here, LawLiet, he's being overwhelmed. The Novas are doing what they can. But alas, MaxPax, he has enough. He has enough. He breaks on through. Takes down the Rifleman. The one powder left. Finally, it's going to go down. And GG, well played, gets called. MaxPax will take game number 1. Whew. Oh my god. GG. GG, well played. MaxPax does take a lead in the series, but again, a very entertaining game, and I do appreciate that at least like over time we're getting the hang of it when it comes to how units interact. And I'm curious how MaxPax is going to handle playing Warcraft 3 and what race he plays as well. I'm curious. GG. GG. 7 base out. All right, that's another thing that I should emphasize, just to make things clear, just because things can look a little bit odd, especially as like an SC2 person watching. Something that I tried to emphasize, and we'll get into it again, is that there are less bases for the Warcraft 3 player. You were pointing out that there was like, you know, MaxPax was like on 5, 6, 7 bases. I don't know if you noticed, but the Warcraft 3 player has significantly less workers and less bases available to them. They only have a maximum of 3, I believe 3 bases that they can take, or 2 bases on some maps as well. They're meant to be able to sustain themselves on a lower base count because they have smaller army, and the smaller army and the lower amount of units are meant to be more powerful. Like that's kind of how the dynamic works here. Where the economy is smaller, the army is smaller, but it's like it's crazy. So here we go. As we're getting into game number 2. Getting into game 2. And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Whew, okay, we are jumping back in. Do apologize for the stream going down, but now we are back. I just had to just basically change the server. Unfortunately, the Twitch servers were dying on us, just like the Blizzard server, so we did have to switch on over. But here we go. What I was referring to is I was surprised to see MaxPax rushing into the Mountain King. I did actually quickly look it up as well since we have some downtime. Opening up Mountain King, which is the first we have seen so far, and he's just racing across the map. Oh my god. Is rushing us. He does have the Thunderclap. Yo, we saw this before. Does make his way here towards the natural. So far, we have a full wall up here by LawLiet. Mountain King coming in. Up. We'll lose one of his footmen though. Yeah, the footman does go down. There's 2 left. Just trying to break through that defensive line. And you can see again, MaxPax, he did rush into Thunderclap. He wants to clap him. Ah, no. Breaks through. Takes down the bunker. Takes down the bunker. Busts in. Delays the CC. MaxPax rushing into the main. Rushing into the main base. Knocking down that depot, at least trying to. He's still holding on to that Thunderclap. He's gee, look at the range. It's huge. Oh, yeah, there we go. Does use it. Does not one-shot SCVs. Good to know. Doesn't one-shot. Does one-shot Lings. We learned that the hard way. Wow, and MaxPax, he will delay the CC. Will force a cancel. Massive pick-off. Denies the expansion, keeping the Terran player contained onto 1 base. And even though we have 1 base versus 1 base, is still a much better position here for MaxPax. From here, we will back off. Does back off, does retreat. Building up, just now getting the Arcane Vaults. Still no Blacksmith. Committing here to Footman. Okay, I see you. Different style. Very different style. So we're going to be clearing up creep. Creep is being cleared. MaxPax pulling back. And the game will continue from here. We're going to calm things down. Game will continue. And I suppose that's another like important aspect here that's different to regular Warcraft 3, is something that I wasn't quite like thinking about here, is that because only half the map has creep, there is no like quote-unquote like defensive like creep units here that would otherwise protect you, that would otherwise keep you safe. Yo, Silvos. Yeah, very different setup. Getting to the Blood Mage. Okay. We actually haven't seen the Blood Mage interact yet. We do have Flame Strike, of course, being the AoE attack. I just realized that it is in Korean as well when it comes to the text. It's in Korean. But here we go. Blood Mage has arrived. Really, MaxPax just focusing on splash damage here. Moving in. Just full DPS. There's no finesse, there's no support like we do have with the Paladin. No. Just kill Bobby, drags the mine. Mine should get dragged in. Takes down the mine. At the same time, Liberty Harass is attempted. There it is, going for the Flame Strike. Does little damage to buildings. But LawLiet does pull away. Does pull away from the strike. And now we finally have that workshop on the way. Blacksmith is what I would say. Blacksmith is done. Now getting to Rifleman, getting out of the initial footman. Yo, LawLiet going one base BC. The fusion core is done. Getting into BC production. His natural's now being taken. Let's go. BC's on the way. Likewise, the natural is floating off into the corner. I don't think... No, sorry, he's going for a ninja base. He's crazy. Going for the ninja expansion. Yamato's being researched. And does hobble straight into the main. But we spoke about this, like, again, workers are so tanky here for Warcraft 3. The human workers, one of them is going to go down. One of them does fall. Get the flying machine to defend. At the same time, nuking that ramp. It's being nuked. The BC cannot teleport away, bear that in mind. It is on cooldown. Oh, and he's taking so much damage from these riflemen. So many hits. And it's going to go down. Massive pickup. BC does fall. Likewise trying to get his ninja base up and running. Oh my god. MaxPax does move in. Massive flame strike here on the bio. Jesus, the bio. The shard remains. That's all that's left. Butts into the mineral line. SCVs are going down. And MaxPax is going to completely clean this up. Takes down the workers. Takes control of the natural. Technically, LawLiet, he is on a somewhat of a two-base economy. Only somewhat. XX. We're going to move in. There's one BC on the high ground. Just the one Blood Mage here for anti-air. Yamato tickles the Mountain King got happy. Oh my god. There's that flame strike. He's breaking in. Yeah, he breaks down that front door. Busts into the main. Takes down the bunker as well. Limited anti-air, but he's going for the workers. He's going for the economy. Taking down the second bunker. The initial hero, though, is getting very low. Very low. And Mountain does pull away in time. Clutch micro, clutch control. Boys being pulled. More SCVs going down. And MaxPax, he's forced out. He's forced away. Will retreat. Does waddle away. And behind this was stuck on what? 16 SCVs. Barely an economy. There is that ninja base, though. It's helping. Somewhat. Is helping out. As he at least saved his command center. Still, though, an amalgamation of an army. There's a handful of Marines, handful of BCs. Building up even more. And this is just forcing a big, like, rifleman transition here from MaxPax. But yeah, the attention to detail, like being able to pull away, saved the Mountain King in time. To get a scroll of regeneration will help. And so again, there aren't that many healing units in the game. That's also why we saw LawLiet prioritize the Alchemist as often as he did. Get the tome. Clearing up all the creep. So far, Max is controlling well here. Does preserve his units. Going for another Flame Strike. Never mind. Go siphoning mana. But LawLiet, I mean, his economy, it's getting up there. Taking his gases, getting up to 2.5 base saturation. Still getting into like a form of mech in some way. I mean, there's an armory. It's still a really awkward setup here for LawLiet. Very awkward. As LawLiet, he's just hurtling up. Hurtling up behind this. MaxPax just looking for the third base. He doesn't find it though. The third base is still hidden. So MaxPax thinking he's further ahead than he is. But now he's taking a third. For the first time, third base on the way. LawLiet getting another ninja base. All the ninja bases. Let's go. I mean, he's getting away with them, true. Still making more BCs. Now, how many Yamatos can a hero unit take? The Yamato does 240 damage. 240. And we have 1,000, potentially 1,000 HP. That's crazy. Ay, ay, ay. Over 1,000 HP. When you're like, what, like another 6 Yamatos, mate? Jesus. To kill the hero. More creep. Meanwhile, the expansion is yet to complete. BCs, they harass. They have teleports. Workers going down. Max is trying to respond. I don't think we have the DPS output here to force a cancel. He does get, what, 3-4 worker kills. Say worker harvesters, true. You go full Calder. Likewise, putting another expansion. Nice stun here on the BC. First BC goes down. And we have the first stun. Jeez, the DPS output is insane. Second BC goes down as well. There's just so many riflemen. They do so much damage. They're crazy. Again, because there are less units here, like individually, they hit so hard. BC goes down in like 2 volleys. But LawLiet, he has a sustainable economy due to these ninja bases. And again, MaxPax just doesn't know. Didn't spot them. The voice lines, mate. The nostalgia. Ah. Specifically the death sound for the flying machine. Every time. For now though, LawLiet, he's building up more tanks, building up. He's making 3 BCs at a time. He's going mass BCs, crazy. I don't know how good that is here, not gonna lie. I understood the logic of MaxPax going Mass Disruptor previously, as we saw there was value there. It took a lot of Novas to kill units, but they were connecting, they were doing well for themselves. BCs are a little bit different. Yamato is in a way comparable to a Nova, but it's only single target. And you only have the one. Meanwhile, brutal stun, another BC is gonna go down. Jesus. Takes 3 volleys, if that. So he does get behind the mineral line. Another Yamato. Every time. As MaxPax, he's just going to be moving out. Back at home, deals with BC, forces to teleport. Again, LawLiet is still just going mass tank BC, but these bases are exposed. Tanks are set up here at the natural, but not less so here at the fringe bases. Which MaxPax, he's at least aware of one of them. Is sort of the center location. Moves in. Knocking down the planetary. Nice stun. Oh my god. Stun alongside the flame strike. Takes down the planetary. Planetary does not survive. But again, MaxPax, I'm sure he believes he's further ahead than he is. He doesn't know that we're even actually mining through that base. Is mining out. Does rotate. Yo, is he gonna scout? He does! He does find it. Was scouting with the workers, has been found. We do see LawLiet. He knows he does evacuate. Gets the hell out of there. He pulls out. There's he's getting caught as well. And now that MaxPax has found this base, most likely he should be scouting bottom left. He should be checking. Yo, investing into mortar teams. Let's go. Mortars are on the way. Likewise, MaxPax taking some of LawLiet's bases. Mass expanding. I mean, he's rich enough for it. He's got the money. We have 7 BCs. Right, when they do start to step in, they're gonna get 1. 1 BC goes down. Second, they kills the BC so fast. Oh my god. He gets 2. There's 5 BCs left. Oh, where do they come from? From behind. Oh, okay. Thank you. Getting 1 more BC. LawLiet dragging the army into the creep ham does allow him to survive at least a little bit longer. Down to 4 BCs left. Keeps on pushing. At the same time, MaxPax, he has found bottom right. Or bottom left even. And he's going to knock it down as well. Shows the flame strike. Brutal flame strike here. Shuts down the SCVs. BC's into the main. Going for the Max Yamato. Oh my god. They do well for themselves. Oh, where do they come from? God damn. Thank you for that. Yeah, so just going to continue with the base trade. Main base is going to fall. Still massing up more flying machines, forcing out the teleports as well. And Max actually knocks down the 3rd. LawLiet is stuck on 2 bases. He's mining through, really stuck on a 1 base economy. BC's at teleport to the right hand side. Okay, we're popping off. But Max actually has a bang. Likewise, rotating back over, finding another expansion. Flying machines can't deal with this. Here we go for the mule. Oh, there's so many flying machines though. And we militia the workers. Mules go down. BC as well. There's still 3 more BCs top right. Still 3 left. Another flame strike. Knocking down the base. Pushing in. Did cancel. And we've been here before. we've been here before. Where LawLiet just stuck on a 2 base setup here, still just massing up BC. He's got a lot of them to be fair. A lot of BCs. We still have as many flying machines though. The minus going up, they get 1 flying machine. Where do they come from? Behind. Hi. BC goes down. I think what's funny to me about it is that the death lines aren't really a thing in StarCraft, right? As we're pushing in. Jesus. And the Mountain just breaks through the tank line. Oh my god. Breaks through the tank line, teleports back home. Does escape. Like, when a unit dies, they have a sound effect, that's true, and some of them do scream, like the Ghost, like the Marauder, like the Marine. But there's no, like, you know, there's no, like, death line that they say. God damn. So MaxPax, he deals with little battle cruisers, does move out. Behind this, we'll have, what, 7 BCs left? Sorry, 8 BCs even. Floating over the main. Main is on the way. Oh! Mounting it finally goes down. We get the final snipe of the Yamato. Can 8 BCs pull this off? MaxPax down to a 2-base economy. Oh, did rebuild the main. True. Did rebuild the main base. Mounting is being rebuilt. I mean, the stun is going to be useful. True. Cancel stun. What does he mess up all away? Yo, the bio army is being activated. Let's go. Every time. And we're going for another base trade where Max actually pushes right down the center, and we do see LawLiet going for a triple drop towards the right hand side and BC towards the left. Let's go. We're going for the base trade. Main base is gonna fall. Can the mass BC pull this off? I mean, I'll be honest, if LawLiet does turn around with everything, with all the Marines, with all the BCs, can he actually take a fight? I lost all his BCs earlier, that's true, but maybe. So main base is under fire. Water shells going off. Oof. Marines, they step in, they get one. Well, they get a second, a third, a fourth. They should be able to reset this. Catching almost everyone. Yo, we have the Phoenix. What's it called? What's the mount called? What's it? Ashes of Allah, that's it. That's it. Let's go. As Marines are being cleaned up. Likewise, BC is still wreaking havoc. No, we have Ashes. As from here, I believe LawLiet should be able to teleport away if he feels threatened. Rebuilding the planetary. BC's getting low. Does come into the Yamato. He has to get out of here. The mass flame strike does try to pull away. And there's that teleport. Whew. Actually teleporting on top of another expansion. And he commits. He still commits. The mineral line, we have a couple of Yamatos. Yamatos, they pop up. Oh, they came from behind. But again, he cannot fight this head on. LawLiet has to pull back, has to pull out. And GG gets called. LawLiet, he will take the game. Takes out MaxPax. GG. Oh my god. GG, well played. LawLiet does tie up the series with Mass BC. That I was not expecting. That I was not expecting. GG, well played. The Mass BC does work out in the end. Likewise, able to just pull MaxPax apart, pull him left, pull him right. MaxPax had a lot of really good moments, but a lot of the game came down to those ninja bases. Remember, we took the hidden base on the right hand side, on the left hand side as well. There were 2 ninja bases for so much of that game. MaxPax, he thought he was ahead. He thought he was containing his opponent on 2 bases. Little did he know, there were 2 other ninja bases. And with that, LawLiet, he was able to afford triple BC production for the fusion core, for just mass BC in itself. And with that, LawLiet, he was able to hold his own, against MaxPax. GG, well played. Whew, I'll be honest, for a moment there, I was not believing too hard here, just because he was losing all of his fringe bases. He was being knocked down to 2, but he was able to maintain those BCs, and we are going to the ace match. Let's go. We're going all the way to game 3, and I'm really curious to see how this game mode plays out on this map specifically. We're going to be loading into El Dorado. Let's go. Let us go. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of El Dorado, we have our human Terran. Sorry, we have our human player. We have our red human from land of Denmark representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner. Oh my. Playing Night Elves for the first time. Let's go. We have the South Korean Night Elf player. It is LawLiet. Let's go. Let us go. Oh my god. As we are going to be settling in. Here we go, as we are selling in here. Wait, oh my god, wait, it's Warcraft 3 versus Warcraft 3, okay. Now, fun fact, the way that this format works, for game 1, it's Warcraft 3 versus StarCraft 2. For game 2, it's you alternate, right? You alternate back and forth. If we get an ace match, and this is the ace match, by the way, we're tied up 1-1, you can pick and choose what you want to play. It could be StarCraft 2 versus StarCraft 2. It could be Warcraft 3 versus Warcraft 3. So I'm a little bit surprised, but yes, both MaxPax and LawLiet have decided to both embrace separate Warcraft 3 races. MaxPax, he chose to avoid Protoss. Interesting. And again, this further emphasizes the fact that I believe MaxPax has been playing this in his free time. Has been actually playing this mod and practicing it and learning it, and has been enjoying it as well. So yeah, it's really cool to see that. Again, I feel like typically we see players revert to what they're accustomed with, what they used to, but MaxPax, he's a human player at heart. Not a Protoss, he's a Terran. Let's go. And we get to, for the first time here, we get to experience some Night Elf play. Again, we're what, like 3-4 series in, and we're only just now getting to Night Elves, as we've been casting so much human. Okay, let's go. Nice done. MaxPax, once again, he does open up with the Mountain King. Does open up with the door. We'll break out. Do I have to choose before knowing what the other player is choosing? I mean, they both agreed, right? They both agreed on what they're playing. Both players gonna be creeping out. Yo, we got Illidan. You're not prepared. Let's go. There we go. This might be a little bit better here. Showing the players up top. But yeah, we have our initial, God, what's it called? Demon Slayer, that's it. We have Illidan. Does end up researching Mana Burn. Likewise, we have our Mountain King researching initially Stormbolt. Interesting. Into Bash. Both creeping towards each other, bearing in mind that there's no mineral patches here. No patches in the center because of the Warcraft 3 races. They remove these patches. So the rush distance by ground is insanely short. You can just walk right up to each other. Oh my god. Yeah, MaxPax rocking up. Waddling into the... He just waddles into the bases. Yeah, LawLiet, he does avoid. MaxPax going straight for the mineral line. He does not have a scroll of town teleport. Oh. Oh my god, we uproot the Ancient of War. Okay. Oh, sorry, that was a hallucination. My bad. That was a hallucination. Sorry, I was curious as to why I wasn't attacking anything. My bad. Was a hallucination. Real thing coming in. Does on Illidan. Ooh, Demon Slayer gets caught out. Oh, does have evade though. Again, does have that chance to evade. Teleports out of there. Does pull away. Whew. Teleports in time. Moonwells are finishing up. Yeah, with the help of the Moonwells, we can heal. We can try to kite back. First Night Elf goes down. First Archer goes down even. Oh, true. The trees, they can fight back. Be careful, Bobby. Be careful. Can fight back. Demon Slayer coming back in. Once again, does mana burn. Trying to dive on the hero. And so far, the archers have to back off. Hero's facing off against the creeps. Moonwell taking a lot of hits. LawLiet trying to repair. And he should be able to clean this up here. I mean, again, he has more kiting potential. Yeah, once again, he mana burns, making sure that there is no counterplay. There's no stun. Behind this once again, MaxPax going for the Blood Mage. This time prioritizing Siphon Mana instead. Whew, okay, we hold. We do hold, we do survive. MaxPax pulls away. LawLiet can deal with his creeps. Another Archer goes down. But he does buy Goblin Shredder. Does get the Shredder. And now we can take a moment here. And again, just to reiterate what's going on, the way that this mod works, whenever we have a Warcraft race, basically, instead of bases, as you can see here, there's no expansion here, there's no expansion here, there's no gold bases in the center either. All the gold bases were removed in favor of creep camps. Like, the creep camps, they do replace those gold bases. And this also means this balances this map in such a different way, because here on El Dorado, whereas typically we could expand towards each other, you can't do that. Like, the center bases have all been morphed into creep camps, so now you expand away from each other instead. Very interesting. So we are going to be expanding away. Likewise, yo. We have the Serpent Witch? Is that what it's called? I don't know. I think lore-wise, this is Vash? I can't, God, it's been too long. It's been far too long since I've played Warcraft. Night Elf Heroes. Hold on. Looking it up. Sea Witch. There we go. Sea Witch. A Serpent Witch. Sea. I was close. We were close. As the main armies do pass by each other. Pass by. MaxPax moving in. Head towards the natural. Likewise, LawLiet going straight for the mineral line. And there's not much at home to defend. MaxPax, does he recall? He does. Does go for the recall. Oh. Makes it back home. Despite that, LawLiet taking the fight. Does attempt to mana burn. There we go. Does siphon mana. Mountain King, kind of useless. In the sense that he can't use spells. But the Riflemen, they will shut this down. God, the human units are just, they're just straight up tankier than the Night Elf units. Like, straight up. It's crazy. And MaxPax does hold. He holds on behind this. Yo, we got Druids of the Claw in the way. We're getting pairs. Let's go. Interesting transition out of archers. into Druids. MaxPax pulling away. MaxPax getting his third. Wait till the bears come. Yeah, they're coming. The bears. The bears. Yeah, likewise, LawLiet also expanding. Taking his natural. Both players breaking out. Yo, we got the Paladin on the way as the third hero. So Paladin for MaxPax. Yet to invest into a third hero yet here for LawLiet. Just clearing up more camps. Getting his third. So far, we do just back off. I believe we can now morph in. Yeah, there we go. Oh, let's go! We have the bears! Ah. The animations are a little bit jank. A little bit. But I appreciate it nonetheless. They look more like big lions than bears, but it's fine. MaxPax a bit out of position. Army dives in. Paladin has arrived, going for the Flame Strike. Getting a lot of damage on the back line. Likewise, once again. Demon Slayer dives in, diving straight in the Paladin. Trying to siphon some mana. And then does target the Mountain King. Does target. Pulls away. Again, these Riflemen once again doing so much damage to the back line. MaxPax does hold. And doesn't really lose too much either, mainly losing, like, what, Footmen, more than anything. Retaining his Spellcasters, retaining his Riflemen. Good defense here by MaxPax. Does hold. Does hold on. Yo, we got the Priestess of the Moon. Tyrande. Let's go. It's bothering me that I can't remember the name of the Sea Witch like in the game. It was like Vosh or something, right? Something like that. Anyway. As armies do rotate, there's very limited vision for both players, so these rotations are a little bit harder to keep up with. There we go, MaxPax does hit the third, gonna knock it down. LawLiet completely out of position. And the base is gonna fall. The tree goes down. The poor tree. Ah, the deforestation. Let's go. Max is even incorporating some knights. Oh. Can't quite push up. There is side defense. Moonwells. Ancient Protectors. Yo, we got the Zeppelin. We can lift. Can lift up here. Poking in. Pushing up the ramp. Protection's a little bit too far back. Massive Flame Strike. Oh, they evades. Oh my god. Still takes a lot of hits. Still takes a lot of damage. Likewise, a lot of bears here tanking those shots. And can LawLiet break through? Again, going for the Mountain King. Goes to the dive. Can he get it? Oh, not quite. Barely not. I think he did get the Paladin, though. Yeah, forces teleport. Even going down. Yeah. Did teleport back. LawLiet barely holding. Whew. Okay. Barely holds on. Did burn through all his mana on those Moonwells. Does hold, chasing him down. Oh. And Max is forced back to the ramp. Once again trying to dive in. I mean, he's out of most of his mana is the problem. He's Doom. He's out of mana. Someone get this man what is it? What are they? God, I haven't played WoW in too long. But you know what they do. Give him a mana pot. There you go. I don't know. So here, LawLiet getting to the mineral line. Does an eye mining. The bears are taking down the base. Once again, another teleport. Saves the demon hunter. And he gets the hell out of here. Does recall back home. Does recall, takes down the base. Sorry, MaxPax down to 2 bases. Who do we root for? Your favorite player. Who do you root for? MaxPax or LawLiet? MaxPax the SC2 Pro or LawLiet the Warcraft 3 Pro? Should have emphasized that. LawLiet, he is a pro in Warcraft 3. Does compete. MaxPax, if you don't know him, like, I don't know what to say. I don't care. He's an SC2 Pro. We can say that with certainty, he's human. He's human. Ah. Not an AI. Or a night elf. Why do they look like lions? They do look like lions. They look like big, beefy lions. Oh, Max, he was cooking. Let him cook, Pappy. Let him cook. He was making some bread. Was a bit of a pause. Thankfully, the kitchen does not catch fire. Get that bread. LawLiet ready to dive in. And he's got his bears. He's got the bear squad. Let's go. Oh, the Dryads are going to be left exposed though. And Dryads going down. Massive pickoffs. Gets one at least. Once again, we're hoping to try to catch out that mana. They can abolish magic. Dispel, that's it. Poison. Yo, we got the bear harassing. I love it. We need more bears in SC2. True. Bears, they come in, they deny mining. Likewise, center base goes down for LawLiet. And away both players. Losing out of their economies. There's Bears going for another mineral line, going for another run by. Nice catch here on the Blood Mage. Blood Mage taking a lot of hits, losing a lot of mana as well. Uh-oh. And we've noticed that a lot of these engagements here, when it comes to max, or in general, it comes down to how much mana you have on these heroes. Like, their spells are so impactful when it comes to these fights. But Max actually did just get caught out, did just get mana burned. And LawLiet does go straight down mid. At the same time, MaxPax going top left. Going for a base trade. Yeah, we're committing. There's a recall. Recall's back home. We're waiting for that to see who recalls first. It does engage. Once again, another mana burn. Yeah, the Malzahim just can't do anything here. Nice flame strike. Zones LawLiet away. Does let him back. Has to retreat. Separ does back up. We've yet to see any kind of like neutral like mana fountains or like health fountains or anything like that. I don't think, I suppose they're not in the game. Now pulling away. Whew. Okay. Bearing in mind as well, I believe LawLiet is staying on a low supply intentionally to stay on a low upkeep. Like, upkeep is a thing you have to manage in Warcraft 3. It does impact your income, depending on how large your army is. Oh, the hooves. Catching more creep. Takes down the mercenary camp. You know, LawLiet pushes right down mid. Does find a Zeppelin. Catching reinforcements. Max actually does respond. Does race back home. Who are we going to target with the Mana Burn? Going for the Paladin. Does hit the Paladin. Pushing into the Mineral Line. Oh! Does teleport back. Once again, going for the workers. And do we have a recall? We do. Whew, okay. Does recall out of there. Made crazy. Everyone has recall. Ay, ay, ay. Here, teleports friendly target units with highest level Town Hall. Staff of Preservation. Okay, okay. Switching out units. Switching out items, I should say. There we go, gets another Scroll of Teleport. Or Town Portal. I don't think they exist yet. Well, I don't know if they intend to implement them. If they do, that's cool. But I don't know if they... Like, for balance purposes, I don't know if it's something that they want. MaxPax pushing right down mid. The Blood Mage is exposed, though. It's going to be on its own. Yeah, brutal damage. Has to back up. Oh, wait, no, sorry. That's... Listen to that. My bad. I think that was a Haluk. Once again, pushing forward. Like, guys, yo, we have some Chimera. Let's go. Okay. We have some Chimera in the back line. Once again, Blood Mage out of mana. Has to back off. Nice stun. Stun on the Demon Slayer. Pulls away. Yo, we have the Fairy Dragon. I appreciate the complexity of the composition here for LawLiet. Do appreciate. Does push in. Yeah, zoning MaxPax away. Gonna be forced back. As a Chimera, they are exposed. One of them is gonna go down. Nice pickup. One of them does full. Teleports the Demon Slayer the hell out of there. He's breaking through. Oh, takes down the Paladin. Massive pickup. He's going up. Gets him out to get it as well. Yeah, gets both heroes. Massive pickups. There's one hero left. MaxPax, get out of here. He lost his tanks. He lost his buffer, and now he's on the run, and MaxPax, he's gonna lose everything here. There's no shot he gets away. He has no teleport either. Up. Coming in once again. GG gets caught. He gets surrounded. And with that, LawLiet, he will take the series 2-1. Will advance on to the grand finals. GG. Whew. GG. Well played. I'll be honest, I got a little bit lost towards that final fight. Oh god, there are just so many different units. There are just so many different units, and a lot of them have similar color palettes as well. Like a lot of them, especially for the human army, there was very white, so very white and red. So it was a little bit more difficult to distinguish what exactly there was there. But with that, regardless, GG well played. Again, is our first time casting this, our first time. And with that, LawLiet does take the series 2-1, does knock MaxPax out of the tournament. But it's all good because you know what that means? MaxPax, he can eat his bread. He can. He can now, he finished baking, he can eat his bread in peace. Gonna be beautiful. GG, well played. LawLiet does advance on. I mean, again, LawLiet as a Warcraft 3 pro is the player that we expect to make it far in this tournament, even favored to win the entire event as well. We'll see who will face off against him in the grand finals. As we're hopping on over here to the semis, to the upper semifinals, it's gonna be a matchup between Young Yakov and Maxed. And Maxed, he's coming out of retirement. Maxed, of course, he was a pro SC2 Protoss player for a very long time. Before that, I believe he did compete in in Warcraft 3 as well. In recent times, after retirement, he did pop in to guest cast on SC Boy. We would see XY, we would see MaxZ. They would hop into cast every now and then to give Chassé and F91 a break, and now we can see him competing once again. Let's go. I'm here for it. I'm ready for it.